There's a specific kind of panic that sets in when you're casually scrolling, and your thumb just stops. Your heart does too. You see a beloved name paired with words that don't make any sense. Words like sudden death, tragic loss, or just a simple, soul-crushing rip. For the massive, dedicated, and deeply invested family that is the 90-Day Fiance community, that nightmare scenario became a reality when whispers and posts about Jenny Slatten began to circulate. It felt like a punch to the gut. Our Jenny, the woman who packed up her entire life, cashed in her savings, and flew across the world, not once but multiple times, all in the name of love? The Jenny who fought her partner's family, cultural barriers, and a seemingly impossible age gap to finally marry her soulmate Sumit. The news spread like wildfire, just as all devastating news does. It was vague, it was shocking, and it was utterly heartbreaking. And for a few frantic hours, the community was united in a wave of tearful moments and grief. The flood of condolence messages. Before anyone could even find a credible source, the condolence messages began. If you looked at any fan page, any 90-day subreddit, or even the comments on Jenny and Sumit's own, often unrelated, social media posts, you'd see the emotional outpouring. No, this can't be real. Tell me it's not real. My heart is broken. Jenny, you deserved so much happiness. Sending all my love and prayers to Sumit. I can't even imagine his pain. It was a spontaneous digital wake. Thousands of people who have never met this woman, but who have watched her cry, laugh, fight, and love for years, were genuinely mourning. We invited her into our living rooms every Sunday night. We rooted for her. We defended her. We felt like we knew her. And that's what made this rumor so incredibly cruel. The panic was real. What happened? Where's the official news? Why is no one reporting this? Fans frantically scrolled through her Instagram, looking for a black and white photo, a family statement, anything that would confirm the awful truth. And then, just as the panic reached its peak, we all found nothing. No statement, no mainstream news, no tearful post from Sumit. Nothing. A collective sigh of relief. Let's all just take a deep breath, together. Because the best news, the only news that matters right now, is that Jenny Slatten is alive, well, and as far as we all know, still happily living her best life in India with her husband. The sudden death was a hoax, a cruel, terrifying, and completely baseless rumor designed to prey on our emotions for clicks and engagement. The tearful moments were real, but the news was fake. The condolence messages were heartfelt, but they were thankfully, unnecessary. That wave of grief we all felt, it's now being replaced by a different, sharper emotion: anger. Who would do this? Who would invent a tragedy about a real person, knowing it would terrify her friends, family, and the millions of fans who cherish her? It's the dark side of internet fame, but it also proved something powerful. It proved just how much this story, Jenny's story, truly matters to us. Why we're all so protective of Jenny. Let's be honest, Jenny Slatten is the emotional heart of one of the most iconic journeys 90-Day has ever shown us. When we first met her, she was a woman in her 60s from Palm Springs, ready to leave everything she knew for a man in India who was 30 years her junior, and from moment one it was a roller coaster. We all held our breath when we learned he had catfished her. We watched in disbelief as he revealed he was already in an unhappy, arranged marriage. Most people would have run. Most people would have booked the next flight home and never looked back. But not Jenny. Her love for Sumit, and his for her, was the one constant thing in a sea of chaos. We watched her try, year after year, to win over his parents, Sadhna and Anil. And let's be real, those were some of the most emotionally brutal scenes in reality TV history. We saw her sit there, quiet and respectful, while being told she wasn't good enough, that she was too old, that she was ruining their son. We felt her humiliation. We felt her heartbreak. We felt her unwavering, stubborn resilience. Jenny isn't just a cast member. She became a symbol. She's a symbol for every woman who has ever been told she's too old. She's a symbol for anyone who has ever taken a massive, terrifying leap of faith for love. She's a testament to the idea that it is never too late to find your person and fight for your happiness. When she and Sumit finally got married in secret, it was the payoff we had all been waiting for. It was a victory, not just for them, but for everyone who believed in their love. That is why the rumor of her sudden death hit us so hard. It felt like the universe was playing another cruel trick on a woman who had already endured more than her share. It felt to be blunt, completely and totally unfair, turning our fear into love. The internet can be a dark place. We just saw that, but it can also be an incredible force for good. The community that flooded the internet with condolences can now flood it with love. The panic we felt can be channeled into appreciation. This awful hoax is a powerful reminder. Don't wait to celebrate the people who bring you joy. Jenny Slatten is very much alive. Her story is still being written. She and Sumit are still proving all the doubters wrong, just by waking up next to each other every day. So instead of focusing on the darkness of a lie, let's focus on the light of her truth. Let's celebrate her courage. Let's celebrate her spirit. And perhaps, let's take a page from her book and be a little braver in our own lives and in our own pursuits of happiness. Let's make sure that the next time Jenny and Sumit log into their social media, they aren't met with terrifying rape comments, but with the wave of love and support they have always deserved. Our 90-day family's heart was broken for a minute, but now, we're just grateful. Grateful it was a lie. Grateful she's okay. And grateful that this wild, wonderful, and completely against all odds love story continues.